Story time about the time that I was groomed and taken advantage of at a modeling shoot when I was underage. Huge trigger warning on this one. I've held back on making a story time for a really long time out of fear that the photographer who did this to me will see it, but at this point I don't really care. What's he gonna do? I've also blocked this out of my memory that this happened to me for a really long time, but I think this is important to talk about as kind of a warning to girls who are thinking about getting into modeling. So I started modeling when I was around 15, 16 years old because I got DM'd on Instagram by a pretty well-known photographer, and she was like, "You're gorgeous, I would love to take your picture for free." And I'm not gonna say no, so I was like, okay. I met up with her and she took amazing photos of me, and she was like, "Listen, I work with a lot of top models and you have a natural talent for this, you need to get into modeling." I honestly always wanted to do it, so I was like, okay, how do I start? She tells me to join all these Facebook groups, which by the way, don't do that. If you want to get into modeling, go to an agency, do it right. And this guy, I believe he reached out to me. His pictures were like top tier, but he did not have his name and his username. He didn't have any photos of him literally anywhere on the internet. I really knew nothing about this man, didn't even know his name, but 15, 16-year-old me decided it's fine, it's completely normal, and I somehow managed to convince my parents that it's completely normal too, and somehow convince them to take me to the shoot. I know I just paused to look up his Instagram account and his account has been deleted. Honestly, I would not be surprised if he's done the same thing to other girls and got shut down. Yeah, his account is literally gone. Then we show up to the shoot and this guy is like a 50-year-old man. Everything honestly seemed great and fine. Like he bonded with my dad, he was telling us about his wife and kids. The poses he was having me do were very appropriate and normal, and the pictures were turning out amazing. They're still on my Instagram if you guys want to see, by the way. Parents and I felt like the vibe was totally normal and fine. They left to go grab lunch. And the literal second they leave, this is where everything starts getting really freaking weird. Go to part 2.